The summer heat in Arizona will not stop us to cover different kinds of story. I'm John Saavedra, and next to me are my fellow co-hosts.
I'm MaryCar Antivo.
I'm Sharon Baysan.
I'm Sara Arabit.
I'm Barjose.
Welcome to the Summer Highlights episode. We are
AZ Pinoy Unlimited.
One of the main highlights this summer that we've covered is Mr. Manny Victorino, one of the public figure in the Philippines who was famous in the basketball field. So we talked about Manny Victorino. What did you guys think about that?
Actually, I had so much fun when we were with the group, right, with Manny. I noticed that talaga na he was a very humble person talaga. I've never met him in person, of course, but it's really nice na pag may na-meet kang ganyan na titulado na tao, humble pa rin.
Yes. And also, Manny is not just humble he's into God. So he's really spiritual.
I like his childhood story.
That's right.
So I saw the picture, how
Growing
he
up.
started.
I was really looking forward to join you guys during that interview, but unfortunately we're so busy. But you know what? I've watched the whole video and it was really inspiring for somebody who actually came from a very humble beginning, and yet despite his popularity, I mean, he still remained humble.
Yes. Actually, one of the most inspiring story that he told during that interview was that I think yung lupa nila,
Nasangla, yeah.
And then as soon as he had the opportunity, he told his parents that, you know what, iaahon ko kayo at tutubusin natin yung bahay.
And in that interview, it shows na in any field, basketball or whatever industry, that it takes a lot of guts, it takes a lot of hardship and challenges to be able to achieve success. And Manny Victorino told us, because we see them on TV, just like celebrities, right? We think, mabuti pa sila, ang ganda naman ng buhay, but not thinking na may story behind every successful person.
And he's also his trainings.
Like
how he was really.
Yes.
Also, I think what I see is like when you put your mind to it, talagang, he will achieve it.
Ako naman, pag meron kang pangarap talaga sa buhay mo at isasama mo yung pamilya mo, talagang magtatagumpay ka. Lalo na pag mabuti ka sa iyong mga magulang.
And that you follow your heart, because according to the interview, he has mentioned that he was offered 2 doors of opportunities, one for show business and one to focus on the basketball field. He followed his heart and he became successful. So follow your passion and follow your heart.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I agree, absolutely.
With this story, may naisip ako isang kasabihan, destiny is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice.
Yes.
Exactly. At ang maganda kay Manny Victorino kasi marunong siyang lumingon sa pinanggalingan niya, and that's really important. I mean, just like I said earlier, despite his popularity, marunong pa rin siya lumingon sa kanyang pinanggalingan. And yun naman talaga ang napaka-importante.
Besides Manny Victorino, we also covered E-Trike experience. Tell us about it.
Yeah, actually, it was so much fun that I got to try it out when we were in the Philippines, right? And maganda talaga siyang actually pang start ng negosyo rin. My brother-in-law has one, and he said, I think he bought his for like 65,000 pesos. At sa Philippines ngayon, marami na rin mga hulugan. So, pwede talaga tayong makapagnegosyo na ng mga e-truck din sa Pilipinas.
Is that parang habal-habal, but it's actually upgraded into like an
electric. Yes,
It is.
electric.
And it helps the environment.
So it's like a Tesla of the Philippines.
No, I think it helps the transportation. But other than E-Trike, we covered a lot, and I really want to cover all the highlights of it. The Lions Annual Convention in Australia at the MJ. Tell us about it. How was your experience?
Well, I'm really big on community service. So, and Lions will bring all the Lions all over the world in one place, and that's where we meet and we just enjoy the event and learn more leadership. But the most experience there is you're in different place. Like in Australia, I didn't realize Australia is winter time during summer, so it's so opposite from from Arizona. So that was the highlight for me.
Did you get a chance to meet other lions, other leaders?
Yes, like I said, they're all over the world. So most of them is Filipinos, so it was so fun to meet with them. Kababayan, how we are when we meet Filipino. Nagano tayo talaga, parang pamilya natin, ganon. So enjoy.
Saan, pwede talaga tayo mag-serve all over the world.
Yes.
See Filipinos excelling in
Yes.
helping and all that. Yes.
And thank you for sharing that convention. It makes me feel like want to visit Australia, not just for the lion, because you showed us something about Australia. And talking about Filipino excelling in different countries, we also covered the Filipino workers in Aruba. Like what you said, Ate, they excel in any kind of field. Visiting Aruba last July, I was amazed not only with the place, but seeing different leaders in different professions, and these are Filipino workers. Did you guys watch that episode?
Yes, I saw the video clips, and it was actually for me like maybe one of the places that I'm gonna visit someday. And I think I was thinking that those Filipinos are really friendly. Maybe just few of them, but majority most likely. Parang maliit ba ang Aruba when it comes to
It's not as big as other islands, but it's part of the ABC, which is Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Maraming Filipino. Alam mo naman tayo mga Filipino, kapag nakita-kita, akala mo magkakakilala. Ay, Filipino po kayo.
Yeah, we're very hard workers.
So ano yung mga typical food nila doon? Is it the same for
I've tried the Caribbean food. Definitely a lot of barbecue. Similar to Jamaica, I think. Pero,
Culture. Is it the same as Filipino din yung culture nila?
it's because Aruba is a combination of Netherlands culture, Latino culture, and also parang Portuguese. Parang combination na siya ng tatlo.
So what is their main language?
Papiamento.
So
Combination of
have
the
you
three
learned
languages.
something like?
I've learned something, I think, because not saying it for a month now, I forgot the word. I learned how to say I love you, I forgot it.
Well, that,
Did you learn anong population ng mga Pilipinas?
There's 50,000 population of Filipino
There's a lot of
workers.
Filipinos there.
Yes, and the funny part is that when they get together, they really get together. Like they meet up. There's a small community there. So yeah, I encourage everyone to visit Aruba. Highly recommend it.
So it's kind of like, sa Arizona, I think it's like 60 to 80,000 ng Filipinos. So thinking about how
That's
small
the
the
size,
island
yeah.
is.
Right.
Really
That's a lot of Filipinos. Yes.
So I'm really looking forward. I haven't been to Aruba, but I'm looking
Yes.
forward.
What's the
to
highlight
going
in Aruba? Is like the beach? What do you?
Everything. I visited a lot of islands, and Aruba for me is one of the top 3. It's an island, Caribbean. You can do a cruise, you can do hiking. There's a lot of activities. Highly recommend it. I want to say thank you also right now, to Alma Goldschmidt is our ambassador of Aruba. She's the one promoting the island, so you guys could visit. Maybe one day the AZ Pinoy could be there. All of us.
Definitely.
and also like Aruba is actually like very popular as well. Remember like when I was like little, and then we used to actually play like Miss Universe, and then and then
Aruba.
somebody would like would say like I am so and so and so from Miss Aruba.
Yes, Aruba. Famous for a lot of salsa dancing. But besides Aruba, we also covered the Lion homeless outreach. And surprisingly, we didn't plan it, but we saw each other there.
Yes.
Okay, who wants to share their experience about that one?
Yeah, actually, not just lions per se were there, right? Just like you mentioned, talagang nagkita
It was-
tayo,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Kasi mga Pinoy naman talaga, di ba, where we love to serve. And so, nagkataon, nagkita-kita tayo doon, although not
Yeah.
all of us are under lions.
Right, and the Filipino American nurse practitioners of Arizona were also there, and then we kind of supported, But I was really surprised seeing you there, guys, because I did not expect. I just saw John carrying his camera and said, "Hey, ate." And I said, "Oh my gosh, like I didn't even know." But you know what? It was a very very fulfilling day for
Yes.
all of
What
us.
did you do over there? What's your service?
We actually brought some donations,
Yes.
donations, and then
Clothing or
no, we did actually like drinks, foods, clothings, and
Yeah, and also I'm inviting everybody. It's going to be, that was our first time doing the homeless shelters, but every month we'll be doing it now. So we really want you guys to monthly to be part of it, or you have any donations for clothes, old shoes, or anything that would really help. It's going to be a monthly get service for us.
part of Lions, and I can tell you it's really rewarding. And you know, you don't have to be lions to go serve. So
Yes.
kahit sino, they can join. If that's what's in your heart, tumulong, then, tulong.
The most fulfilling part of that episode, if you guys watch that episode, at the end of it, I was able to interview two individuals who are homeless. The reason why we were there and able to understand what they're going through on a daily basis.
Yes.
For a volunteer to understand the purpose and passion of helping out. And besides Lion, we also did hip hop dance. Okay, transferring to hip hop, like from Lion, right, and now hip hop dance. Tell us about the competition.
Actually, there was more than there was 16 groups that came to compete.
Yeah.
So actually, MaryCar was no, not MaryCar.
It was Giselle.
As well. So we were like talking in between. We were like parang yung kabataan namin, parang na flashback yung mga dancing days natin and things like that. But yeah, people from Finland, Korea, Philippines, of course, they came to compete, and this is a yearly thing.
Yeah.
I believe it started in 2017 before the pandemic.
Mabuti na lang at dumagpas ng kabataan natin. Dahil kung tayo yung nandoon, tayong panalo talaga doon.
Pero at least panalo pa rin ng Pilipinas because we actually like won gold, right?
Gold,
Yes.
bronze,
And then we were champion. Yeah.
Philippines always make it to the top.
Yes, champion ng ating
Filipino
representatives. Okay, that's really good. That's
And
really
besides
good.
that, talagang the Filipinos also helping those people because
Yes,
they came from
bayanihan.
Europe, right?
That's part
And
of
what
our
is really
bayanihan.
good about it, because tulong-tulong lahat ng mga Pilipinos, lahat ng mga bata wala yatang nagutom because merong provided na lunch, may dinner pa rin. And apart from that, absolutely yung kanilang mga snacks in between also. And then they actually saw a lot of support from Filipinos
Filipino
here.
Once a year.
Yes.
Once a year.
If I may just add, when this started, it was actually because one or two groups, the very first year, they got stranded. Tapos they sought out help from the Arizona people. And so umpisa pa lang, we were there. So talaga makikita mo talaga yung
Bayanihan.
Well, this is their third year, fourth year.
So now it becomes an annual tradition where, like what Ate Sara said, all leaders unite to help these kids pursue their dreams and passion in dancing. Yun yung maganda, tama ka ate, bayanihan. Na kaya naman pala kung sino yung nangangailangan kapag nag-unite yung mga Pilipino, kayang-kaya.
Yes, it doesn't matter who,
Right.
just as long as your heart is there talagang.
I was actually going with Sharon during that time, but because I had something like prior commitments and I was able to do it. But you know what, sayang kasi dapat sana magpaturo tayo ng sayaw and all the groove and things like that. May sarili tayong hip hop dance.
Alternate talaga ang mga different organizations to come out and help them and feed them and things like that. So it was very fruitful.
And thank you. I know all of you
And
guys.
do they come around this time?
Around this time, around summertime, yes. And then lastly, we also covered the teacher recognition. It was the annual year award to recognize all the teachers from different cities of Arizona, where we selected 10 candidates, or not candidate, but 10 teachers, and recognized them. And also we invited different leaders, and you guys were there to reward them. What did you think about the experience, Ate Sara?
Well, you know what? It was very inspiring. For me, it was really like, a form of rewarding all these teachers for their hard work. And kung titingin ako sa pinanggalingan ko din, I was also clinical instructors, and seeing you guys, especially like John Saavedra, who actually thought about giving rewards to these teachers, that's something. So, yun talagang gusto natin gawin sa ating Filipino communities para mag-excel sila lalo nilang pagbubuti ng kanilang mga trabaho.
Yeah.
Kasi may nakikita sila na somebody actually who would appreciate them.
Yeah.
Hindi lang yung isa, dalawa, but actually the whole community.
Actually, it's so wonderful that John Saavedra actually was the one who led this particular event, right? And it's it's very nice kasi from AZ Pinoy pa.
Yes, and that's how we formed AZ Pinoy. That's very.
At maraming salamat sa iyo, kapatid Jan, kasi you really did a good job.
Thank you. Well, as a teacher myself, I see the struggle, I see the challenges, and I notice in our community they don't get recognized that much. And I thought, why not call all the teachers and invite them from different city and really recognize them. And it was heartwarming to see different leaders. We have a lawyer, we have a nurse practitioner, we have business owners, we have a politician being there, giving their speeches and thanking the teachers. Kaya maraming salamat for that one.
And thank you so much for doing such a very good act of like, like appreciation to like all the teachers. Kasi tayo naman, we won't be, the person that
Behind
we
us
are.
is always the teacher,
Absolutely right now. Hindi dahil sa mga teachers, wala tayo. We're not gonna be able to speak English. We're not gonna be able to know how to converse.
Yeah.
Pero dahil sa mga teachers, sila na rin ang naging pangalawang magulang natin.
Who molded our growth and
I
everything.
mean, they're like the second parents of the kids while you're, at work. So they really do a lot of them,
So talagang saludo ako sa lahat ng mga teachers. Hindi lang dito sa AZ but all over the world. Maraming salamat po sa mga ginagawa ninyo para sa mga estudyante natin.
Well, that's our summer highlights. We also did June highlights. We covered a lot. I felt like it was only 2 months, but we did amazing episodes for summertime. And I know we're going to cover more stories, and I hope you guys are going to be with us as we move on here in AZ Pinoy Unlimited. But before we go, we want to promote certain events that we have for upcoming here in Arizona, which is...
Okay, don't forget to come and join.
Yes, we have a little
Yeah.
thing here.
The first event ever for the Filipino-American Nurse Practitioners of Arizona. So it's gonna be on September 22 Sunday at Eduardo's Hall. So please come and do watch. The ticket is only gonna be like $60. So it's going to be a gala for a cause. So please support the Nurse Practitioners of Arizona. You'll be able to meet a lot of nurse practitioners during the event, and absolutely, it's going to be a start of your, who knows, provider-patient relationship.
Another one is Marcelito Pomoy.
We have Marcelito Pomoy, who we are the media partner. Marcelito Pomoy will be in August 25. This is going to start at lunchtime at Higley's Center of Performing Arts.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I'm actually so excited because I have not watched him like perform. So it's going to be my first time to watch Marcelito. And I actually heard that he can actually sing.
2 different voices, a female voice and a...
I'm so excited, looking forward to watch him on stage.
You'll be amazed when you see him.
And American Got Talent, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Filipinas Got Talent and America's Got
I
Talent.
actually met him last year when he was invited to sing for the Salad Master event in California.
wow.
So now we get to see him again. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to hearing him once more.
Looking forward
And then
to
I
seeing
think
him.
he's gonna be singing with 2 divas here in the Arizona.
Yes.
It's gonna be Macbeth Pascua and Mabing
Mabing
Navarro.
Mabing
Oh my God.
Very
Yes.
cool.
Right.
Oh, and there's another.
And then lastly, we have Donekla. Donekla is going to be about the 2 comedians. They're so famous right now, and I can't wait to watch them because every time I see them on videos,
Yes.
it's non-stop laughing.
I'm a
Right?
fanatic of especially Tekla.
Yeah.
I mean, parang pampatulog ko siya. Especially, I'm actually feeling down. So every time I watch him or her, him na lang. It's really like, parang nakakataba ng puso, nakakatawa lang siya.
Nakakawala ng problema.
So this is, by the way, on September 7,
September 7.
and tickets are still going. They're about to sold out. Get your tickets as soon as possible. We will include some information as you're watching this, maybe above or below. Check those links and get your tickets. Again, this is for Donekla. And we have more events, upcoming shows. We will talk about that for the next episode. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching our summer highlights. Again, we are the
AZ Pinoy Unlimited.